Now quickly, some of the ratios that you guys should be clear of from a balance sheet perspective. Okay. Now remember, each ratio is normally going to be self-explanatory. Okay. What is current ratio? Current ratio. So the word is current. It is current assets upon current liabilities. What is current asset? Current? It's nothing but your assets which are less than 12 months. This ratio gives you an indication of how much liquidity you have. But liquidity in the short term or the long term? This is short term, right? We call it the near term liquidity. Okay. Now, current ratio is not always useful because some of the current assets are not quick enough to get money, right? So they say, let's make a new ratio, which is quick ratio. That means I will not take current assets, I'll take quick assets and I'll compare to my current liabilities. So instead of current, I said quick. Okay, and nature will be same. Now, what is quick assets? It is current assets, but one asset which is current but not quick is which asset? Which is current asset, but that's not quick. It will not convert quickly. It will take some time. Very good. Inventory. I have to find a buyer, sell it, then get money after 3 months. It will take time, right? So it is not fair to use current ratio using inventory. So what I'm saying is, let me take quick assets. What is quick assets? Quick assets is all my current assets, but I'll remove inventory from there, and that gives me quick ratio. Other way around, it's my cash plus marketable securities plus receivables plus everything current except inventory. Are we clear? Okay. Net working capital as a percent of sales, simple. Net working capital percentage of sales means divide by sales. Debt to equity, debt upon equity. Correct? So this will tell you how much debt is there in your capital structure. If my capital structure is 100, debt is 20, equity is 80. So it gives me debt equity, right? Now, someday I need to know what is my net debt to EBITDA, means how much debt I have for which I have to pay. Because EBITDA is what you use to pay your debt, right? EBITDA, what is EBITDA? We did last time. EBITDA is EBITDA. So, you know, EBITDA is operating profit. So, what is EBITDA? EBITDA is cash operating profit. That means the profit before looking at the cash operating profit. Yeah. Formula is debt to EBITDA. So, debt upon EBITDA. But remember, you remove the cash because that's not a part of payments. That's not part of your liquidity. Now, ROA, very simple. I discussed ROA in detail if you remember. ROA, very simple. ROA, R over A. R over E. That's it. What is R over A? What is R over A? Returns over assets. Which returns? Your total income, right? Assets means total assets. So what assets have one income? The net income. Return over equity. Which equity? Shareholders. Which return? Net income. So both of these formulas is discussing what is the net income you earn in the current year as a percentage of assets. I employed 200 assets. I earned 20. So I made 10% return. So how much returns have I made on my average assets and average equity? It's nothing but trying to find out how efficient are you in using your assets. Are your assets giving you money or is it just waste? Clear? Shareholders are different thing. Are we clear, guys? And remember, if you remember last time I taught you how to decompose ROE into DuPont formula. Remember that? DuPont ka formula. Okay. So there are some important ratios. There are a few more for balance sheet purposes. Any questions? Okay. So quickly make a note. Current ratio, quick ratio, net working debt. In the exam, try to create the ratio if you forgot what the ratio is based on the dynamics of the ratio. Okay. I think we had picked up this one. I don't think too much again. We discussed, if you remember, vertical, common size. What is vertical? top to bottom. I told you income statement, remember? Income statement made it was revenue and I did everything. And I told you last time, when you come to balance sheet, you want to top. You will take this line. Remember in the balance sheet, total assets equal to total equity. So your job is to this line equal to this line, right? So both are fine. And this has to tally. Your job is to convert this line into 100%. Obviously, this line also will be 100%, the number is same. And every other line will be a percentage of this line. So this. Every other line will go to this line. So what is 2000 upon 2045? 5%. 8%. So I know that my plant equity is 71%, total current assets is 25% of total assets. Goodwill is only 4%. So I know every line as a percentage of total assets or total liabilities and equity. Don't forget that. So what am I freezing, guys? These two lines. Because both lines are equal. In income statement, as last I taught you, you are freezing the revenue line. Remember that? Okay. This is called vertical statement. So this helps me understand that what is my position across other companies. So let's say in East I have 5% cash. West because there's more cash. How come there's more cash as a percentage? There's something wrong with that, right? Inventory is only 6, but here's 12. So maybe there's something wrong here. There's a liquidity problem here because inventory is stuck here. Notice I have more cash here because there's less inventory stuck here. What's the logic? So this will get an idea of how much every asset and liabilities as a percentage, and you can compare the results. How come long-term debt is so high here as a percentage compared to this one? My debt is 80, equity is 20, but debt is only 40, so you don't need this is much better. More equity, less debt, more leverage, more debt. So this comparison is first vertical and then horizontal. You'll first make your ratios vertically and then compare it with other people, other regions, other departments, other competitors. Pepsi is in minus so much. How come Coke is so much? Everyone compares each other, right? But it should be with the same industry. A Reliance will compare to maybe a Dani, right? A pharmaceutical will compare to another pharmaceutical. Dr. Reddy will compare to another pharmaceutical company and so on. Are we clear? So this is a very important analysis called working vertical common size balance sheet statement. Clear? So with that, we have now finished the balance sheet analysis, financial liabilities, premium ratios, and vertical size. Okay. Now let's go to cash flow part of things.